I love Fatty Arbuckle, and yes, so there you go. Dennis gets his own introduction this week.
Yes.
You know, I guess I forgot to change that back.
Yeah,
I like it. It's fun.
Those are our moleless shows intro.
Molus. They're
Moleless.
molus.
Mullet.
Yes, yes.
Greetings,
Mo
everyone.
mo mo mo
Mole,
mo
So out of
mo
what? What's up,
mole,
everybody?
mole,
mole
mole.
mole
Mole,
mo.
mole.
Greetings,
It's gonna
everyone.
ball. It's gonna ball.
Welcome to Wednesday, March 5th, which is our Friday that we love.
Yay!
And oh, I forgot to start the Instagram show. Let me go live.
Stupid.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna try and sit upright in my chair today and not slump into a comatose stupor from how boring the show is. And I'm also going to tell you all what I just told Dennis and I just told Xavier a little while ago is that I finally figured out what my internet issue is
The
because I'm
interwebs.
stupid woman. I am a stupid woman. What was happening is that I'm hardwired down here from upstairs. And so I'm plugged in directly to the back of the computer, but I also had my Wi-Fi running on the computer. So they were fighting each other. And my Wi-Fi was only coming up with like 2 bars or something like that because obviously I don't have any Wi-Fi down here because I don't have a router or the mesh system down here. So I figured it out with Frontier because I'm a stupid woman. And I shut the Wi-Fi off. Shut the Wi-Fi off, and now we should be perfection. So there you go. No, the neighbors are not stealing my internet, Bob. Blah.
And Jennifer Witz didn't turn it off either.
And she didn't. Right. That's exactly right. And Mr. Clock did not tell me it was time to go. because I
Mr.
had
Clock.
things to do. Andy Cohen did, in fact, bust Howard's balls today.
Yes, I love it.
So we got a lot of things going on today. And one of the nuances I could not pick up because it just would have made the show 50 friggin' clips is the fact that Robin was insufferable today.
She was a word that we can't use unless we're on Patreon.
Sea monkey. She
She's
was
a sea monkey
insufferable
of
today.
the worst kind. I mean,
How
we're
horrible,
talking
Dennis.
weapons grade.
Weapons grade faggotry. It was horrible.
It was terrible.
It was so mean and know-it-all and pontificating and just everything that came out of Howard's mouth, she had something to say about it. And he's literally bordering on anorexic, and so we're gonna go into like his ridiculous eating habits. We're gonna go into just the whole thing is so insane to me. And I had Grok AI do that picture of Howard that's on the thumbnail for today, which is basically, I said, can you make Howard Stern as anorexic as you can, dressed in a bathing suit? And that was what they gave me. Let me see if I still have it. Oh, gosh.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen the
but
thumbnail.
don't you think that's, if anything, he wants to hear that, oh, that podcast was saying how skinny you were, when he's just an obese, fat piece of crap.
No, he's skinny fat. That's what he is. He's a skinny
Well,
fat.
he has those birthing hips.
He does. He
He
does.
has birthing hips, and I mean, you're never gonna get rid of that. It's just like Beefus has those thunder thighs that it can't get rid of.
She has cankles.
Well, I mean, as thunder thighs, you see that in pants. I mean, usually really skinny girls, when they're, if it's a girl, when they're skinny like that, usually they have like their legs are
slim all the
really
way through.
skinny. Yeah, they have like really skinny legs, and they have a nice thigh gap. The thigh gap is very key.
Here,
It doesn't have a good thigh gap.
Here's my picture of Howard from Grok today.
That's actually too.
Oh, bro,
that's too heavy.
He's gonna download that and use that.
That's too real. He wishes he was that
heavy. It's too heavy. He'd actually say, "I need to lose 5 pounds."
Going back to Beefus, more than once they've photoshopped a gap between her legs.
Yeah, it doesn't
More
have thigh
than
gap.
once.
That's chunky. Without thigh gap, that's chunky.
Yeah, no, I say he's skinny fat because he has a he's kind of fleshy in all the wrong places. Like it just doesn't sit
He's
right.
shaped like a
on him.
pear. He's shaped like a pear.
He is, and we used to talk about it all the time when Arm was on the show. Where let me see if I can. I know who it is. Genaten. So King Akhenaten, who was the Ptolemaic dynasty, was was he had like some sort of issue with his body where he was kind of also like a little weirdly like skinny fat with a long face and kind of like these weird birthing hips that he had. So it was like a big thing that he was like super skinny but had these really like large hips, and so everybody would always think that he was actually a female, although he was not. So yeah,
It's like Howard birthing hips.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm giving you the analogy, silly Billy. So yeah, so we're going to go into a deep dive on Howard's diet on Beth. What are you drinking tonight, sir?
No, tonight I kind of changing it up. I have some of this Climax. It's moonshine, but they finish it like bourbon. So I made it old fashioned with it. It's wood fired and it has like oak in it. But it's good stuff. It's nice and smooth. I had to mix it up. The Mrs. Chair was like, I'm like, because I got to get some more whiskey because I'm running low on bourbon and rye. She's like, we have other liquor in there. I'm like, we do, but I like bourbon and rye.
What about you, Xavier? What are you doing? Oh, thanks for asking. I have a Costco Caesar salad here that I can't seem to find a way to open.
Yeah,
they really don't want.
That's a diet. See, that's the diet part.
They really don't want you to like steal the croutons from this fucking thing. And I'm literally, I already took. They've got that little anti-tamper thing that you take off, but then it seems to be hermetically sealed.
Okay. Well.
Thanks for asking, though.
Yes, we weren't really.
Let me mute myself while I figure this out. See you in about an hour.
What are you drinking with that?
By the way, I want you to know, as much as I adored and loved Mr. Dangle's end of show yesterday.
How many strikes did we get?
Well, we didn't get strikes. We got 2 dings that basically said we can't use these clips. So
are you serious? Those are movies no one's watching.
It doesn't matter if anybody's watching them.
No one cares. They should be happy somebody talked about it.
I get in trouble when I play the classic John Belushi Animal House cracking of the guitar every single time. It's just the way the algorithm works. However,
what we need to do, we need to have it animated.
Oh yeah, well then
if we animate it, then it can't be. It can't. It just
that requires actual work.
I know, but can't you use like some of this AI shit?
I guess. I mean, I guess we can try and use Grok or something. Grok is the AI.
Actually, I'll see if I can put it through my thing I use for my YouTube channel. And I think I can do that.
I know that you have to be extremely descriptive in order for it to come out. Like just to get that Howard skinny picture required like 7 prompts after the first picture. You have to keep telling it. Like if you say in a bathing suit, it puts him in a one-piece black suit. And then, you just have to say swim trunks. And then you have to say full body version. So it's just constant like that. All right. So the way this show is going to start today is, he's still trying to lose weight to go to some stupid wedding that he has to go to. And then we start talking about all the different things he's trying to do in order to get to that point. And
does he know
what?
Does he know all he has to do is lose nose and no one will?
No,
that would just be a humongous improvement on him.
No, he doesn't know that. But let me start.
To talk about. So much to talk about. All right. Good night, everybody. Or whatever. I got to pace myself this morning because I got a long day ahead of me. I always, right after the show, I eat a quick lunch and then I take a nap. I take a disco nap. And that's like a real important part of my day. If I don't take that nap, I'm more crabby than usual. I'm not my usual delightful self.
Nobody wants that. Get that nap in.
Do you nap? Do you ever nap?
I have a little short thing I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might
I
not
love
fall
nap.
asleep, or I do fall asleep. It doesn't matter. I take that. It's about 20 minutes.
Hold on a second.
Well, I
Stop
nap.
right there. Before we go on any further, this is fucking AARP radio. I mean,
Oh,
seriously, it's AARP podcast.
Yes.
It's not radio. This is an AARP podcast. I mean, literally, this is the nursing home podcast.
It's
Do you
horrible.
nap? I mean, who starts a show about napping?
Well, the funny thing is that he used to call it meditating. Now it's
Yeah,
just
he just gave
now
up
it's
on that,
just an
didn't he?
yeah, he gave up on the meditation. Now it's just an all-out nap.
I'm just
So
napping.
he eats a quick lunch at around what time is the show? On 10:15?
10:15.
Okay, so he eats a quick
Lunch.
at 10:15. And I love the way he talks about food, and we're going to get into it a little bit. Let me just finish the clip.
And it's powerful.
Powerful nap.
But my grandson's coming over today, and yeah, right after the show, and I want to see him, so I can't. I'm sacrificing my nap, but I know I'm going to be crabby.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, you won't be crabby for him. He'll
No, but I know I'm just not going to be any fun.
Okay, so can I ask a really curious question?
Yes.
And by the way, I just want to add that I was looking up how many homes in the United States are over $100 million. And I did Google this. And how many would you think there are in the United States? I mean, that's a far number. So just
I mean, it's a big number.
big fucking number.
Maybe 500?
No, 48. There are 48 homes
Wow.
that are listed over $100 million. So then I looked up Howard's home in Palm Beach, and
It's
its
over
current
100?
Zillow value, its current Zillow value is $143 million. $143 million. Now, the question that has arisen from me just thinking about this and Googling it is, why the fuck isn't his daughter staying with him in that multi-tiered mansion? Why wouldn't he say, come stay with me for a few days?
I mean, that was really what I was getting at yesterday when I lost my shit over him saying that he couldn't have the kid over because the kid was sick.
Yeah.
It's 8. All right. That means she's either staying over at her mother's place, which isn't that far away.
Far enough, though.
But the thing is, this is 18,000 square feet. So if you go to a small hotel, that is what 18,000 square feet is. It's a small hotel. And that is what they have. Literally, it is so big that they could be in one part of the house. That kid could be screaming at the top of his lungs, and they would never hear it at the other part of the house. That's how big this house is.
She chooses to not stay with him.
Oh, she hates. She has learned to hate her father.
She chooses not.
She's learned to hate her father.
Emily
already does. Was it Ashley and then Deborah? Deborah's on I think Deborah moved very far away. She doesn't like her dad either. I think Ashley had to work into hating him. I think she finally hates him.
I think here's the thing about it. I think that when you go to your mother, who's probably so much more maternal than he was ever paternal, it's going to be an easier scenario where your mother is like a loving mother who enjoys taking care of the baby. Maybe you and your husband get to go out for like a dinner by yourselves and, do some fun stuff while your mother watches the baby.
Yes.
He doesn't have that at his house. There's no way she trusts.
Why? Oh, come on. Beefus could put it in the cat room.
Exactly. Feed it out of a nice little dish, a little paper plate.
Put a big pile of food on the floor for the kid to eat.
And then record some ASMR.
I mean, Consuela can probably take care of the kid. I mean, that's what it would,
I can't imagine that she trusts anybody in that household to take care
of
her.
No, absolutely not. But I mean, honestly, though, the other part is, those girls really don't like their dad because he is not a great dad to them. He never has been a great dad to them because he was talking about, spending time with the grandkids, whatever. But literally, he spent no time with his daughters. He spent zero time with them. He did
especially in their
nothing with them.
formative years. You know, he started to
Nothing.
spend time with them after the divorce, and I'm only talking about Ashley and, you know,
Yes.
maybe peripherally Deborah because they were younger. But that's because it was court mandated. So
Yeah, that was kind of one
that
of those
wasn't really
things.
something that he really wants to do. In any case, they know they need him because, of course, he is what will, you know, what will be the end story for their being comfortable the rest of their entire adult lives and their
Yes.
children's lives. I mean, let's be honest. That's
Well,
really,
you know, the only thing that the other thing they have though is that kind of a little more in their pocket is that they can display guilt on him. And
yeah.
guilt works on that type of personality he has because he has
And
endless guilt.
men like that with that guilt will always throw money at a situation.
Absolutely. He solves it by throwing money. And they know that. So
That's
they
right.
can literally squeeze money out of him like just like water out of a rag. I mean, it's amazing how much they can take from him. It's
You are
beautiful.
100% right, Michael. No way. Howard's visits are just that, a visit where there is a start time and an end time. There's no way the baby can stay overnight with grandpa and give you a break, mom. Nope. It's a 2-hour visit. Yeah, you're
Christ.
absolutely, I agree with that 100%. All right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about diets and naps, of course, because that's AARP radio, as you
I don't get my nap. So like I'm very regimented, as you know. You know, it's like my
Okay.
parents. I have a routine, and like right after the show, I eat something, and I eat almost no lunch. I eat a very small lunch because I'm trying to lose weight. I've lost like 4 or 5 pounds, and you know, I'm not super
Well, how
overweight.
much do you have to lose?
I want to lose three to 4 or 5, even more. To the
Oh.
point, you know, I like to diet down to the point where when I get up fast, I get real dizzy and I almost topple over.
All right, listen to him. I like to diet so that I get to the point where I am so dizzy that when I get up, I almost topple over. Think about that. I
That
mean, I
is
love this
insane.
picture.
Thinking.
I love
That's
this picture
oh
from
dear shit.
because this is such a great picture of him.
Jesus wept. I mean, I'm sorry, but when they liberated the concentration camps, they looked better than that.
Yeah,
I mean that is not healthy.
they
is-
love this, and I
He
guarantee.
looks really fat in that picture.
Oh, he's disgusting.
He looks morbidly obese. I wonder what his
He's chubby.
BMI is.
He's chubby.
I bet his BMI is like fucking like 50.
He goes to the husky
He's
section to
just
get clothes.
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
He is literally the white version of Mel Carter.
Again, many men in our chat, more men than women on a normal basis, but I ask all of you, when have you ever had a conversation about being skinny like that? Ever? I mean, nobody
You mean
talks like
skinny
it.
to the point where I ready to
Yeah.
pass out because I've lost so much weight
Yeah.
and I don't have enough calories?
Yeah.
Let me think about that for a second.
No, you don't have to even think.
Never.
That's fine. That's fine.
Never.
Never. Men don't talk like this. And
No,
if you do talk like this, it somehow always looks like you have a eating disorder and a complex. So why would you hang your hat on that? What?
Mo, my sweetie.
Yes.
This is just lazy radio.
Oh no shit. I'm just saying.
It's lazy radio, but
he literally has a handful of things that he goes through that he can just rant about at any length.
But
his
Xavier,
parents,
the
where he
thing is,
grew
it's
up,
true.
and his waist.
True.
It's lazy radio.
But
Rather
it's
than-
true though, because
rather
he
than
really
have-
is that sickly looking.
And he
bro, but
actually has an eating disorder.
bro,
All of them do.
but he's literally one tier above the Elephant Man in the looks category. Does anybody really give a crap if freaking, you know, if the Elephant Man loses a couple of pounds?
So cute.
No, they're focusing on us. His wig is comically too small for his skull. His nose is basically a penis that got hot glued to someone's face.
You know who cares?
And Adam's apple is like if someone shoved a dick in the back of his neck.
know
And
who cares? You know who cares?
nobody but him.
We do. I love talking about his weight. I love talking about
No.
love.
Listen, I'm being honest in that. No, I think that this is so in itself is a point of discussion in that how he just goes on these rants that just he's literally just he's victory for we've made that joke before. Show starts victory formation. He immediately just takes a knee, wait for that 40 seconds and boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
All right, let's talk some more about it because I want you all to know about Beth's lunch because
Yeah, this is hilarious because he's
yeah,
a disturbed individual.
so disturbing. Here we go. Hang on a second. Sorry, trying to do too many things at the same time.
Don't start in with me. She does that to me, but I do that to her too. She doesn't like me to comment. She always goes, "Don't comment on what I'm eating." She had a lunch yesterday. She goes, "Oh, I ate healthy." She had a piece of cheese with pirate booty for lunch.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That was healthy.
Oh, that's nothing. Oh yeah, and then last night she was gobbling up for dinner. She had pizza, and then she ate very little pizza because she had to leave room for her piece of cake and her what are those called? Giggles. You ever see Giggles candy?
Nobody
No,
says
I
She-
don't know.
she-
Nobody does.
Giggles candy. She scarfed.
So this is
out.
a commercial for
And I'm
Giggles.
sitting here
You
with
realize that, right?
She's
Musil.
doing this.
I don't.
I think what it is that he wants them to send them some free ones because one little 5-ounce bag is
$7.
So she actually admitted later on that she ate 3 bags.
So it
Wait,
ate
what the-
$21
what the
worth
hell-
of candy.
What the
Yes.
hell is that?
it's like Skittles, except
It's
are
organic.
it's organic. It's here. It's
Never heard of them.
Why would you? Nobody has.
Come on, hey Xavier, you and me, we don't know this shit. We
There-
don't know.
Although,
this
you know
shit.
what? I love the festering anger that Mo has for me right now.
Oh, I do. I do.
It's that
So,
Puerto
yes,
Rican
I
side.
think
It don't go away.
So 5 servings per container.
5 servings,
Yes.
and it ate 3 bags.
I need 3 bags of these.
So my best part though, the party left out is Beef is going and vomiting all this up 5 minutes later.
okay, he didn't say that. This is Dennis.
I know, but that's what he left out
This is-
because honestly, you can't eat all that sugar and stuff and pretend to stay skinny.
I am actually shocked that she isn't leaning her way towards diabetes. Honestly,
No, I think that it ejects it as soon after.
So pirate booty, if you haven't had it before, it's kind of like
It's so
it's like
unhealthy.
popcorn except not as good.
No,
Honestly.
it really isn't actually.
And
Here in San Diego, you can get pirate booty at the brass rail at that part of town for those fellows.
yes, I'm sure this is expensive.
Yes. You can get brass booty, pirate booty there. I'm sure.
So let's talk about
Karen Carpenter action going on.
his meal. And by the way, she then mentioned later on that it was a healthy meal because she ate carrot cake, so she got her vegetables like a 5-year-old.
No.
I think it really didn't
You're
mention it.
kidding me.
Cake.
No adult says that. No.
Remember, we're dealing with Beefus here. It's a 12-year-old. It doesn't.
This is-
It can't.
that's
It's not an
sick, bro.
adult.
That shtick, it has to be.
Okay, let's listen to Howard's meal, shall we? Here we go.
Right.
Yeah. So I had hot water. Think about the amount of caloric intake I have. For lunch now, I take like one little like a handful of salmon. They say with protein, just eat a handful.
Handful.
That's a portion.
Like it should fit in your hand. Yeah, you should.
palm of your hand.
It's salmon.
2 pounds of protein at a sitting.
Yeah.
Nobody said 2 pounds.
So a palmful of salmon
Palmful.
with like cauliflower.
You can't say
Is
cauliflower.
that how you say it? Cauliflower.
No, you can't. Those teeth are in the way.
Cauliflower salad, which was just
You can't say
Oh,
I don't like to say it. You say it wrong. Califer.
He's an idiot.
No, so I had cauliflower salad. Cauliflower salad. A dumb name. Like it had like healthy stuff in it, broccoli, cauliflower, maybe a few nuts or something. But I'm talking about a handful of salad.
Mm-hmm.
handful.
A handful of salmon. A handful of salad. And that was it. That's my lunch.
Oh my God.
I know.
You can act like a man.
No,
Good
you cannot.
Christ.
Here's the thing about all of this, okay? Just so you know. So here she is eating like pizza, pirate's booty, and giggles, and then having whatever the fuck it is that she had for lunch. What did she say she had? I can't even remember now already.
It was the
Carrot cake,
pirate's booty was
giggles,
lunch.
Pirate's booty.
Right, pirate booty was lunchtime.
Pizza, and a pizza was mentioned.
Right. So here's the thing. Who's making the salmon for him?
Oh, the cook.
There's never a time where he talks about all of his food that he ever says, and then we had this really delicious chicken that Beth made, or my wife made a delicious chicken and that's what we had for dinner, or I had leftovers from something that there is no cooking in that house other than what Consuela makes for them.
It's because Consuela's cooking this.
Yes, of course she is. But cauliflower, broccoli, blech.
That sounds disgusting. I mean, I love cauliflower.
I do too.
I love cauliflower, but I love cauliflower casserole because you take the bechamel, little egg, you bake it in the oven, put some breadcrumbs. Delicious. What he's eating, disgusting. I mean, raw cauliflower with raw broccoli and then some nuts. I'm like, oh,
disgusting.
Oh my God! It's just.
I'm sorry. Did you guys say cauliflower was delicious?
Yes, it is. It's very good.
I think your internet's breaking up because that's what it sounded like.
No, when you take it,
the palate of a 12-year-old. Just so you know,
when you take it though, and you put it in a bechamel, all right, with a lot of cheese, and you cook it in the oven.
Oh, no, that is way too much fat.
I would
never eat that.
I would eat cauliflower if it weren't for the wild horses that they don't make strong enough to drag me to the eat that shit.
You can boil or roast your cauliflower, and then you can make it.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Mash that is absolutely delicious with some butter and maybe.
I like my casserole.
No thanks.
Too much.
Bechamel. No, thank you.
I love bechamel.
Not in this lifetime.
All right, let's move on. Now I think.
Cauliflower. Yeah.
I think at this point, Beth has now gotten on the phone and
wait. So let's set this up.
Pizza. That's what you should be eating, Xavier. Cauliflower crust pizza is delicious. All right, go ahead.
No, I'll eat real pizza.
No,
it's just not. But all right, so let's just set this up though. They're in the same house. Okay, yeah. They're in the same structure.
Yeah, and same mall.
And he is calling. He's not even using intercom. He's calling on his iPhone to its iPhone and putting it on speakerphone on the radio or on the podcast.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is the quality of show you get for $100 million a year now at Sirius. This is the quality.
Xavier, do you see how everybody is endorsing cauliflower pizza in the chat?
I do not endorse it. I make my own pizza.
You do know that endorse it. We have the highest percentage of serial killers in our chat than over any other podcast. It's one distinction that we have.
I'm so happy for this. I think
I'm just saying, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta call
like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
That's exactly right. All right, let's move on. Here we go.
Pirate booty.
Yeah. Yesterday for lunch, she told I ate healthy. I had a piece of cheese for lunch and pirate booty.
Yes, like
pirate
having two cheeses. You know, the pirate booty tastes like cheese.
They're
good for you.
They're not fried. Good.
Yeah, pirate booty is fried, so it's good for you.
What is it?
They're good for you,
Beth. It's not. You don't even know.
Robin
what
wants
it
to
is,
know
but it's not fried.
Robin wants to know what's in the pirate booty.
Oh, I think there's pirate booty here. I'm in the where the big basket.
There's a big basket of.
Oh, I ran out.
I ran out. You didn't realize that yesterday after she consumed mass quantities of it? Didn't dawn on her that.
Do you think she beats her Cuban staff when she runs out of like whatever?
Oh, absolutely.
I think she does.
18 servings per container, 140
Holy
calories.
Shit. That's like 2,000 calories in that bag.
Yeah.
And you know that and it all came right back up.
That's like a freaking like a Big Mac.
It's
Yeah,
good.
exactly. And a Big Mac actually tastes better.
But it's good for you.
Well, let's not get crazy, but yeah.
No, it tastes better than that. That's disgusting.
Well, that's a pretty low bar.
I mean, that's a really low bar. That stuff. You know the packing peanuts. If you take the packing peanuts and you put a little of that cheese stuff for the popcorn on there, that's what you get for Pirate's Booty.
Can I just tell you? I used to, my previous dog Reacher used to love to eat the packing peanuts. Love them.
They're okay. They digest them. They go right
It was
out.
a delicious treat for him. He loved it. And people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Feeding your dog packing material?" I'm like, "It's edible."
They're plant based.
And I would like pop one in my mouth, and I'd be like, "See, it's edible. It tastes like nothing. Like Pirate's Booty tastes like shit."
Yeah, Pirate Booty is probably the worst. It is the worst snack you can eat. It is vile.
Anorexics love Pirate Booty.
I can't even describe what is worse than Pirate's Booty.
She's almost better off eating like chicharrones or something, you know?
Exactly. At least chicharron, there'd be a little protein.
Yeah. Low in carbs, low in fat, delicious. Gives you like that salt that you need.
Oh, now you make me want some chicharrones.
Chicharron. Oh, I love a good chicharron. Okay, so anyway, and again, most of the clips for tonight are completely
Articulate John, he prefers bubble wrap.
Yes.
Oh, do you ever do that thing where you put bubble wrap on the ground and you ran over it with your bicycle when you were a kid?
Well, of course, but I never ate it.
No, you can't eat it. It's plastic. Chicharrons. All right, so
clean you out.
Again, I don't know where I'm going with some of these clips, so just humor me. I don't.
I heard the show, so I can help.
There's no rhyme or reason for them, but here's Howard's been very into, and you guys pointed it out on the listening thing today as well. He's been very into talking about how much coin he's made in this industry, how popular he is, how famous he is. Right? It's just been a kind of like a weird ongoing thing he's been doing. Right?
They're going negotiations.
Yeah, he has to constantly remind Sirius that he's famous. Because negotiations have gone sideways. I mean, honestly, I think they've gone totally sideways.
Didn't Sirius just hire some new cat that's like the head of like I don't know something?
I didn't see that. All I saw
I'll look it up.
All I saw is the stock circling the toilet. It's making its fast run to the bottom.
I do love that. So talking about that is he just mentions this
to pay for their was insulting too. Like when they asked you to do that, like wow, like it's insulting to me.
So he's continuing on the being insulted from Andy Cohen, as he will say,
Cohen,
inviting his wife to be on Real Housewives.
To you, it's like, well, what do they think? Like that's for guys who can't afford, to pay for their wives, and they let them go on. I mean, I'm doing well. I consider myself at least B level, so occasionally A level.
Yeah, whatever.
Who was you trying to convince? Just out of curiosity.
He's, I don't know, the audience, because he is not B level anymore. He's at best C. Mainly D at this point.
I mean, everybody knows who he is.
I understand that, but a lot of people know C-list people. They're C-list, though. I mean, he's a C-list.
I'm going to give him a B. I'm going to give
him listen.
American B. I would say international D, but American.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, internationally, nobody.
Yeah. I give him a definite B. You think he's a solid A, Georgios?
I think he's a C.
No, definitely not a C.
Wait, names. All right, go to somebody under 40 and ask them who Howard Stern is, and they'll look at you blankly. Okay, that is not a B-list celebrity.
It's a different world. That's a whole different.
Doesn't matter. A B-list will go over different age groups.
Hey, Mo, check out the link I just sent you, and it explains next week, all of next week.
Oh Jesus, no!
I'm so.
I know Lady Gaga is coming in.
Gaga.
Read the first sentence. It's for the first time ever. She's doing a pop-up channel.
Of course she is.
So like we said, like
just
everybody gets this. Everybody,
yeah. But Howard kind of always omits that little factoid, and he acts like Like, oh my gosh, she
So
couldn't
wait,
to be
he's
on our
coming
show.
in. So wait, so it got launched already, March 4th.
Through the 17th, only 2 weeks.
On satellite, and then on the app till April. So there's only 2 weeks on the real thing, and then the app.
3 weeks on the app.
Wow.
That's really exciting. That's a lot of.
Well, I mean, what handpicked music? I mean, if it isn't, that is not a good picture. That is not. Whoa.
I'm gonna give you a great.
Whoa! What happened there?
I'm gonna give you a great.
The Italian broad. She used to look good, but
let me just see if I can.
Damn.
Okay, not too dissimilar. Here we go. Ready? Not too dissimilar. All right, here she is. Pete Burns. Pete Burns.
Ooh, ouch! No,
Ow! That's cold.
Come on. I'm giving it to her. She's looking brutal.
Gaga Radio would definitely be strong insight into what made me who I am as an artist. It's a time to be soulful.
Wow.
Enjoy some imaginative, interesting, brave, bold artists.
This is Lady Gaga, and
you know who she looks like?
Channel Gaga Radio.
She looks like Rick Ocasek. She looks like Rick Ocasek from the Cars.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Let's put Rick Ocasek in. I swear to God, she looks just like Rick Ocasek from that side shot.
All I'm saying is that Bad Romance was a long time ago.
Oh, see?
If she's on Sirius XM.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what she's done to herself. But she's
Watch out here, Gaga.
That bad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dangles.
What? What'd you say?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Nothing. I was reading what Mr. Dangle said.
Wow, you're so cute. You're eating your Caesar salad right now, aren't you?
Of course, he finally got it open. After 20 minutes, he was able to rip the damn thing up. Right, the dog come get it.
Bro, they don't fuck around with that thing.
Oh my God, Emo Phillips with longer hair. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, we're talking not pretty, not good looking guys.
She looks like one of the Jesus twins. All right, so let's have some more eating disorder chat, shall we? Here we go.
Sure.
That's right. I was talking about how I'm trying to lose weight.
Are you still trying?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they not live in the same house?
No, they don't.
He has been going on for how long about how he's trying to lose weight for this, and she says, "Are you?"
No.
How does she not know?
Because it's an 18,000 square foot house, and it is someplace else.
But she's clearly not eating with him if she's saying she.
Oh no, of course not.
If they're eating at 5 o'clock and he's only having one plate of food, he says 1 plate as opposed to his usual 2 helpings or whatever. It's so crazy. You're so right, Dante. His relationship with food sucks. Life is exactly right. All right, let's continue this clip though. It's hysterical.
I said, I'll know when I'm at the right weight when I stand up fast and I get real dizzy and almost pass out. Right, but sometimes Beth and I both get up fast and we're both like holding on to each other trying to make sure we don't pass out. We're like Gene Hackman and his wife. We're gonna just pass out together and stop.
So proud of this. So proud.
You know who used to, another couple that used to almost pass out every time they stood up? Sid and Nancy. Well, you know how that ended.
Good.
Great. Can you imagine that this is how they feel? Could you imagine any 71-year-old man with his 51-year-old wife getting a kick out of the fact that when they both stand up, they're almost passing out because they're starving themselves?
But that's what they want. They want people to say, "Oh, you're skinny enough. You shouldn't do that." That's what they want. They're just fishing for compliments in their own weird way.
So, of course, then Beth had to leave for some mysterious reason. First, she said that she was feeding the cats. Then she said she had to go do Pilates. Then she said she's really got to go because...
Yeah, we thought we were in better shape, obviously, than we were. Yeah. Honey, somebody's calling me nonstop. I feel it has to do with something. So
of course.
I'm going to go get it.
All right, yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Whenever she comes on the air with me, people start calling her. They get excited.
Oh, they know she's available. She
Is he that stupid?
with Howard.
Is he that stupid that he thinks
No,
that's like a real thing?
No, he's just trying to make it seem like it has something going on besides laying on the floor and taking pictures with cats.
Yeah, she's got nothing else.
I mean, there's no one calling it. There's no one looking for it. I mean, honestly, I didn't hear a phone. Did you hear a phone? I didn't hear a phone.
No,
Phones ring.
Right, and there's no pauses in the. There's
In
no
the call.
in the call, right, or anything like that. Yes.
There's nothing going on.
They're both just a bunch of phonies. That's all it is, and they even lie to themselves, to each other. It seems like,
Yes,
you
of
know,
course.
she just literally regurgitates whatever trauma he's talking about at that moment.
Drama.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
all it is.
move on. Yeah, talking about how she gets 1 million packages from Amazon and he spends no money on himself. This was like interesting.
I went all out on Valentine's Day for Beth. I got her.
This was weird. So he starts talking about Valentine's Day. It is now
Which
March
is-
5th. So we all know it
is
was
like-
February 14th. So 3 weeks ago
3
now.
weeks ago, yeah.
But we had this conversation. We had this conversation.
Yeah, we did. We went over it in depth, actually.
Yes, we did.
I got her these special cookies that said Howard loves Beth. And then I got her this piece of jewelry. It's kind of cute from Saks.
A little bit.
It had like her initial B on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went all out, flowers. And she didn't get me anything. Yeah. But I was cool
Were
with that.
you two under some, we're not going to do anything for Valentine's Day?
She thinks we don't do anything for Valentine's Day. And I don't know when that happened. And quite frankly, it looks like what we did is so nice now. We just send each other lovely cards or something.
Lovely cards?
I just know Beth would be disappointed if I didn't.
Send each other lovely cards.
Send it like they actually go and write they actually put an envelope, send it, put a stamp. I mean, does this house have its own post office?
It's always the wording that's so weird to me. You know,
send each other cards.
You give each other cards. What happened to give each other cards?
Get her
The place is so big that they mail them.
Well, I'm not.
One of those pneumatic chutes like they used to have.
Oh, like they used to have it at Costco.
You're not falling for it. You're not going to go down that road.
Yeah.
Road?
She appears to be having a lot of fun, though. I'll tell you that with the candy and she's just having a good time. And every day she gets like at least 5 packages from Amazon. I don't know what's in these packages, and I'm like, I would like to get a package. I don't get anything.
Well, yeah, you'd have to order something.
I won't spend money on myself. I won't even buy anything for myself.
Says the man who's still wearing a sweatshirt in his house from 1997.
Yes.
He probably doesn't buy anything. He probably is I bet you all his clothing is like all ragtag and smelly and shit.
I guarantee the smelly. I absolutely guarantee the smelly, because
I wonder what he smells like.
it can't be a good odor.
Some men just naturally smell good. I don't think he's one of them. I really don't.
I don't. He seems like, because he eats really shitty, and he has that wig glue and that wig on top of his head.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that industrial adhesive smell.
And then his breath has got to be like
from all those caps with like the decayed teeth behind them.
Yeah, Gravlocks, aged for a day. I mean, it's got to be kind of rough. He's got to be
guys,
rough.
I'm eating. Come on.
Hey, that's not our fault. That's
not our fault, man.
Okay, because it's only going to get worse. The show's not going to get any better.
Much worse.
It's not getting any better. So again, here's a random. Oh, so now in between this whole thing, Robin just keeps pontificating about how much sugar he's eating in a day, because he was saying that he eats like 4 or 5 cubes of pineapple and maybe some apple. And she's like, oh, that's fructose. You're eating too much sugar. It's all fructose.
It's not fructose, you moron.
Well, yeah, we're going to hear from that in a moment.
I mean, she has become an absolute imbecile.
She's impossible.
I mean, seriously.
She's impossible. She really is. She's impossible.
What a sea monkey.
Because she knows better than everyone. She was a nurse.
Sure.
Oh, there are these assholes that buy, like, who's super rich guys who don't play guitar, and they just buy these guitars because they like to look at them on their wall. And I'm like, You are a douche.
Really?
Hey, douche.
Really?
Douche.
Hey, douche.
Hi, douche.
Hey,
Wait,
douche.
how do we not have those pictures from Gary Puppet discovered on call 24 hours a day? Because for him to say anything about anybody's decorating is fucking comical.
You know, casinos in Vegas go, boy, that's gauche. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
You know,
And then
today, someone we were talking about Michael Jackson, and then eventually, someone I brought up that video clip of him shopping at the Caesars shopping thing in
My
Vegas.
favorite clip ever.
Yeah, and it's like for him to say anybody doing anything to their house like decorating is douche. Is like, bro, he is. Remember, he is Mr. SkyMall.
He is.
he is.
Well, again, don't forget that 99% of his home, other than pictures that life-size pictures of Beth and Howard that she has put up there, this is all done by interior decorators. Like nothing here is something that is uniquely his. Nothing. So there's that.
The two gay guys set it up.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, we've seen his house, bro.
Yes.
No.
Why
It's
wait,
two guys.
Bet. Why do you think we have these pictures? Because they were on the interior design
Yeah.
website.
Well, you got to remember, they saw a mark and they went,
Whoa.
okay, we can charge this guy out the ass.
Well, you know
It's
what?
All right.
If that's the
It's
case,
ugly.
they that company was DEI hiring straight dudes that day because that shit is abomination, bro. And like we've all been to that one like in Vegas where you walk into that shop where you have the Jade
lions.
Globe,
Yes.
the
bronze,
bronze Bigfoot. They have like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go get that clip.
Okay, you do that. He'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, but he's honestly, I've been in casinos that have been less gauche than this. Honest to God.
And we have done deep dives on this house. No need to repeat it. I will link us to that, which is it's a fabulous video where we just.
But for him to say that statement while he has guitars lining his bowling alley.
And behind him in his
literally unplayable guitars as props.
That's props. That's right. All right. You may not have known this about Howard, but oh my God, these stories today.
Oh, this story was was farcical on a level that, honest to God,
yeah.
I couldn't make up a story like he just did.
But there's build up to this. Okay. So let's build, let's paint the picture for everybody. So he's talking, this is what started Beth coming downstairs because again, he's talking about Tupperware and he's really upset with Beth that she doesn't use Tupperware or a like kind of Tupperware because what she does is she will take her plate and she will put saran wrap on top of it and then just shove it into the refrigerator.
Saran wrap does shit.
And she doesn't understand why he needs to take the plate and use another thing to put his stuff away when he's going to eat it tomorrow. So that was what the build up to this was. Yes. Oh, sorry. Before that, we have to listen to the nurse who called in because insufferable Robin with her fruit bullshit. And this woman's like, I'm sorry, I got to call bullshit on this. Here we go.
So the nurse on the 40th
Hey,
floor.
hi, Howard. I love you.
Hi.
No, I think she was a real call.
I just want to say that I'm a nurse. I'm all about balance. And I want to tell you that eating whole fruit, real fruit, not from a can, is glucose, which is simple sugar. And it is good for energy.
Fructose. It's not just glucose.
No,
it turns into
it
glucose
depends
in your
on the
body.
fruit. It depends on the fruit, Robin. I love you, Robin. And I just want to say an apple has fiber. So if you like an apple, you're having 5 grams of fiber, which helps slow release the sugar into your bloodstream.
Thank you.
So it's okay. You can't restrict everything in your life. Life is short. You have to live your life. Howard, you lived a long life. Your parents were healthy. A lot of this is genetic.
Yep.
When you were talking about the cholesterol, I just wanted to say that I worked in a cardiac care unit and I had a 45-year-old marathon runner who was thin, who was vegan. And he came in and he was having a heart attack. His dad died of a heart attack. His brother, his cholesterol was 500. Okay.
Hey, Gene.
And this man lived a very clean, healthy life. Yeah.
Gene, Help me. Robin's busting my balls.
Everybody she knows and sees Howard is sick. Okay?
Robin won't let me eat fruit. Gene, help
I
me.
know, but
Get me out of here.
She
trying to
only
help
sees sick
you.
people.
Let me get
She
Gene,
only sees sick
I'm working
people.
with a woman with yelling at me for
I
eating
know, and I feel so bad. I'm listening driving
I
to
know.
work, and I'm like, oh my God,
No, you're not.
Howard can't have
You have
anything. You
no
can't have
idea how
air.
much sugar is in his diet. Be quiet.
Between her and my wife.
Be quiet. You have no idea how much sugar is in his diet. How do you know how much sugar is in his diet? You don't see him. You saw him once all last year. How do you know? How do you know what he's eating?
I mean, the only time you actually see him is on Zoom during this broadcast. You don't see him any other time.
No.
One thing that was said in that phone call, she said your parents lived a long life, as in past tense. Do you think Ray's already kicked the bucket? Because Howard didn't say anything about it.
No, I think she's just on the phone, and that's what she's saying. I mean, basically.
Okay.
But they're both over 90, which is
over 90, right?
Yeah, they're over 90. So
no. Oh, I'm very aware of their age. I'm just saying if something was said as in past tense.
Yeah, I
don't. Of being with the living.
I don't think that person knows anything. Okay, so there's
no. What you said it. Obviously, she doesn't know, but he didn't correct her.
Yeah, I don't know.
And if he's going to some big event or whatever, how come he hasn't talked about any of the preparation for Ray seeing the grandchild, the new grandchild, or whatever? He hasn't talked about her in a minute. That's what I've got to say. Yeah,
because Ray's in hospice care. She's on.
Yeah, I know.
Ray's staring at the ceiling, like
just kicking the can down the road. She's.
I get a feeling that she might have expired.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out in Dan's papers during the summer.
Exactly.
We will.
A lovely forest for her. Sure.
Oh.
Maybe he'll play a song. Maybe he'll make a song for her instead.
Oh God.
Since that's his thing now. All right. So then we're getting into the conversation about being a head dishwasher because,
this story gets
now I do
more farcical.
Dishes.
No, the dishwashing, yes.
Yes.
The rest of it, though, it goes down a path. You go,
what the fuck?
It goes down a detour.
That's all you can say. All right, so let's go. Here we go. We're building now.
Yeah, I mean, I was a professional dishwasher. Okay,
I'm painting a picture for you.
Okay? I used to feed 1,000 people at every meal and watch
1,000 people.
You fed 1,000 people
meal. Like, where was he working? Was he working?
It was at camp. It was at Camp Wellmet. He was washing dishes there.
So that was his job at Camp Wellmet.
Yes, that was his job.
Wash dishes, and I operated big machinery for 3 years.
It's a dishwasher, you moron.
Now she's like, you don't know how. I go, honey, I was a professional dishwasher. I'm retired from that, but it's true. I can't figure out how to get more than 3 items into that fucking dishwasher.
You're an idiot. Okay.
First of all, they don't load their dishwasher. There's no way they load it. There's no way. I'm sorry. Consuela is doing the dishes. Okay.
Loading the dishwasher.
Loading that dishwasher.
Okay. So here's where the story starts to get a little sketchy. So
a little?
Yeah. Here's where it starts to veer off course into some unknown hinterland of bullshit. All right, here we go.
Life was pretty perfect back then. I worked in the kitchen, did 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the rest of my time was my own. Had a girlfriend, sort of.
Okay, so here's where we get into it, right? Now, he's going to tell you that he was 16 at the time. Okay, so just note that, right? Okay.
Like this girl who sort of was interested in me, my first girlfriend. She was like, I'm talking about my first real girlfriend. We had
now he's going to start lying about it.
Sex and everything. And
okay.
Although we didn't really talk about my first real girlfriend. We have sex and everything. And although we didn't really have sex. So
But
I guess she wasn't my girlfriend.
There,
yeah. There was,
you thought
I was on the cusp. I was on the cusp. And, and then I'd go out to the bar at night. There was a bar.
The bar. Okay, now he's washing dishes at camp.
At Camp Wellmet in upstate New York.
Am I crazy that this is where he is?
This is very documented that it's Camp Wellmet where he washed dishes. He told this story many, many years ago.
Okay, so
that
let's
he
just
washed dishes, and he loved that he washed dishes. That was his favorite job in his life, was washing dishes.
they loved him at the job, and he did a fantastic job. All right, hang on.
That I'd walk to about 2 or 3 miles.
I
Bar
love
at
this.
night. There was a bar
A bar.
that I'd walk to about 2 or 3 miles.
3 miles. He would walk at 16 from camp to a bar, an actual bar.
Get blasted, smoke weed.
How old were you?
16, 17.
Yeah, okay. So 16, he's walking to a bar 3 miles away
3 miles.
from
Getting
camp.
blasted. Getting blasted.
Getting blasted. Now, what we're going to go into now is the story of TC. TC.
Who was in, I think he was in Magnum PI, if I remember correctly.
TC.
He was a black guy, too.
Okay, so TC, what did TC stand for? I know I have it at the beginning of the clip, but let me.
I don't remember what he made it stand for.
TC is this big black guy who also worked at the restaurant. Chopping salad.
What is he, Sammy Davis Jr.'s kid? I mean, what's going on here? Wait a minute.
Summer workers, I guess. Summer workers. Okay, so let's hear the story. This is the sad and sordid tale, ladies and gentlemen, of TC. I mean, it's just so ridiculous.
Top cat.
Top cat of what?
Top cat.
Yeah, he worked.
Top cat. Top cat.
Top
And
cat,
of course-
yeah.
And of course, Robin is belittling him because she hates black people. So she's, of course, has
Oh,
a-
of course. She
what we
despises black
possibly be
people.
top cat about, right?
Top cat.
Top cat of what?
Yeah, he worked in the. I don't know what he was top cat of, but he was there. He was the salad chopper, and then he had 2 buddies who he brought down from Jacksonville, 2 black guys,
Uh-huh.
and
Jacksonville, Florida?
Yeah, it sounds like Florida. I'm like, the
Where
hell are
else
they
would it
doing
be?
up at Camp Wellmet? I mean,
Yeah,
that's a long ride.
Long ride.
I hung with them a little bit. They seemed
Just a little bit. So much that they actually brought you to a pussy eating contest at a fucking.
Wait, hold on. You're cutting it out. Let play the clip because the clip.
Building.
You're cutting ahead. Hung a little bit.
I don't know why. Most black people did not like me, as I learned in Roosevelt. But these guys seemed to like me, and we decided on our day off we'd go to the Wayne County Fair, or maybe
Wayne County Fair. Now I've been to the Wayne County Fair because it's in Pennsylvania, and that's you go to the.
It's not really near Camp Wilmette.
Well, here's the thing: Camp Wilmette was on the border of New York and Pennsylvania.
I understand
Right
that, but
there, it's only 15 minutes to the Wayne County Fair.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, you're right.
I promise you it's close.
No,
And
I'm thinking about it now because it's along
right
the
there.
Baden.
It's right at that border. That's why he used to go to the Delaware River and all that shit because he was very, very close to PA. But if you've ever gone to the Wayne County Fair, it's literally like the prettiest pig, the biggest cow, the largest eggplant, your usual county fair stuff.
County fair in a rural area.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what it is.
it wasn't the Wayne County. It was a county fair, but I don't know what it was called. Maybe not Wayne County. Maybe it was somewhere in Pennsylvania.
You know why you're thinking Wayne
Okay.
County? Because that was also close to where all of your children went to summer camp. And the Wayne County Fair is outside of Honesdale, Pennsylvania, which is where the kids went to camp. And that's why you're thinking of it, because the 1 or 2 times you ever went to visit those fucking kids, you probably took them to the Wayne County Fair. So that's what I got. Here we go.
And we went to the fair because we heard there were tents with naked women in them.
Tents with naked women at the Wayne County Fair. At the
at a state fair
Right.
for families.
That's right.
It gets better.
So me and these 3.
Are you listening to the story, Xavier? Are you listening? Are you listening?
I think he's passed out from it. I mean,
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
3 guys from Jacksonville go and we're hanging out, and then someone says, if you go in that tent over there, you can go in there. There's naked chicks and you can eat them out.
Eat out naked chicks at the county fair.
at the county fair. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Who has
I'm there right now.
I was just gonna go to. I'm just gonna go to my local county fair so I can eat some box because
Who hasn't eaten pussy at the county fair? Who hasn't? Yeah.
it's common. Actually, the Strawberry Festival they have a thing in there.
Where they eat pussy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. here we go.
Except they wait. They're usually on the period because it's a strawberry festival.
It's the tent next to the watermelon eating contest.
Oh, the strawberry festival.
Get it?
Yeah.
We should have gone to that.
Yes.
We should have.
We fucked up, Dennis. We should have gone to
It's
that.
okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And these guys were like, yeah, let's go. So you pile into this tent, and there's like a bunch of hillbilly motherfuckers. When I say hillbilly motherfuckers, I'm talking about hardcore, ZZ Top beards, the whole deal. They look like, they stepped out of Richard's hometown in Kansas. I don't know where I was.
Whenever he tells a story that there's absolutely no details to,
It's a lie.
in terms of where it's a lie.
It's a lie.
And then these women would march out, and they were naked.
Naked march
out.
Completely naked.
Yeah, and all the hillbillies were lined up at the front of the stage who wanted to get an opportunity to eat these girls out.
This is the state or county fair.
Yeah, I think TC hung back with me.
He's the Joey Chestnut of eating box. Oh God! All right, we're continuing.
But the other two guys that we were with, they ran right to the front of the stage. So it's all these white hillbillies and the two black guys I'm with. They go up to the front of the stage, and these white sort of overweight strippers come out, and they crouch down in front of the patrons, and these guys like start tonguing them, like licking their vagina.
None of this is true.
How?
I'm trying to paint the picture in my head, and I physically can't figure out how this is happening.
It's not.
I know that. That's what's so. The lie is so bad and so insane that it physically. See, the thing is, when you tell bullshit, it has to have the ability to be believable. This is bullshit that's not believable.
It has to be seeds of truth in order for
exactly. It has to be somewhat like
plausible.
When I was 12 years old, I saw the lights over the river. That can be true because you can see lights over the river.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, you that can happen. This is completely farcical. I actually believe Riley's stories more than I believe this.
You know what this is? We were just talking about this last week when they had the dirtiest listener contest.
Yes.
And they had that one adult star.
Brie Olsen.
Yeah. And her story is exactly what he's saying. Just about.
Okay,
it's all preposterous crap.
And Dante says, did a fat guy with a cowboy hat and a cigar chase them out of the tent? Funny you should say that because it's not too dissimilar to that. So let's continue.
This woman smacks right across the face my guy and goes, talking the N-word. Yeah. And she goes, no N-word's gonna eat my pussy.
Do you hear this story? No N-words gonna eat my pussy.
Yes, that's exactly how it went down.
Oh fuck! And then the hillbillies looked like they were going to start turning on us.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Hillbillies in upstate New York, yes.
Yeah. Well, upstate Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Oh, my bad.
Are you even listening to the end?
I am. Sorry, but I missed the little details.
They'd be real mad.
That's right. White people
they'd be real mad.
They'd be mad. Can you even imagine that story?
No.
Nobody can.
That is the most farcical thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I honestly, I can't even. I've watched stuff on Ancient Aliens that was more believable than that fucking story.
Boy, times sure have changed. Yeah, it's true. Because who wouldn't go to the Wayne County Fair where you could eat cooch?
Box.
Do you think those girls traveled city to city with them?
Yes,
Oh, absolutely.
Or did they put in add in the penny saver?
It's so unbelievable.
Must be well groomed. Right?
I think the worst part of this is the fact that he thinks this is believable.
Even Robin knows that it's not believable.
He lost me as soon as he said this TC, which is insane. That the top cat, he makes salad. And he's from Jacksonville, Florida, but he's in upstate New York.
And brought his friends with him too.
And he brought friends from Jacksonville, Florida, to go to upstate New York.
But don't forget, Howard's the only young, youthful Jewish boy making
Yes.
working in the diner.
The diner.
All the campers. It's actually one of the most fantastical stories I think I've ever heard him say.
He literally created new fantastical friends and experiences with this.
TC is a magical friend.
He's a magical friend.
Hopcat.
And honestly, I really do think that he got that from Magnum PI, because that was his black buddy's friend was TC. That's all he ever called him was TC.
TC.
Yeah, TC from Magnum PI. He was the helicopter pilot.
Oh, I thought it was this. That was this cat.
That is Top Cat. The great, awesome cartoon. Great cartoon.
Top Cat.
I love that cartoon.
Right. Can you imagine if he would have said, and his two best friends, Choo Choo and Brain, were the
Brain.
the ones who came with him. And they were washing dishes with me.
Well, I was waiting to say it was Rick and Thomas, because that's the cast of Magnum TI.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here's another great story, and the day seemed to be full of magic. It was just
it's a magical day. It was a magical day.
Yeah. All right, here's this one. And again, they're very random because I don't even know that there was some rhyme or reason to this. But let's just keep this picture of Howard up because it's just so really delicious and disgusting. All right, here we go.
When I was really into going to the range and shooting guns and stuff, I used to
listen to this.
I took the FBI shooting test. There's an actual test. If you're going to be an FBI agent, you got to be able to hit like certain targets in a certain amount of time. And it's a fucking hard test. They're not fucking around with these FBI guys. Police test is pretty easy. I passed that every time. The FBI test took me years before I could get good enough to do that.
Wow.
What is he talking about?
Speaking of gun range and taking an FBI.
Oh, no. I understand what the words are coming out.
All right, the FBI test.
Where's this ridiculous story going?
Oh, what's the context to it? I have absolutely no idea.
It was just it's just another fantastical friend thing. And I think he took this from G. Gordon Liddy. I literally feel like he lifted this from G. Gordon Liddy.
Oh my God!
Honestly, he lifted it completely from G. Gordon Liddy.
It is like Mr. Peterson, Elaine's boss on Seinfeld.
That took Kramer's stories.
Ridiculous fucking stories. That's so true.
Dude, the stuff on Penthouse Forum was more believable.
Exactly.
So then we get into a conversation about Jeopardy, and
this is spectacularly.
Right.
And you want to realize, who, if you want to realize how dumb Howard is, this will literally solidify that 69 IQ.
So she's making fun of people that are celebrities on Jeopardy. But part of this clip is the fact that nobody will instantly give Howard the information that he needs about who the stars were on Jeopardy. And they're actually goofing on it. Meanwhile, fucking Gary and Robin were both on Jeopardy that I doubt highly most people know who Robin Quivers is.
And Robin was she was on twice and she was embarrassing.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes.
I'm thinking about it. Who were the three celebrities on Celebrity Jeopardy when they had the Billy Joel category?
Silence.
Harry knows. Somebody knows. They'll be in.
They're on Zoom.
Dar, who were the three celebrities?
It was Blake Anders, who was from the show Workaholics, Susie Essman, who was on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Robin, I don't know how to say her last name, but she's, I think she's like a comedian who does podcasts and has a comedy show on one of the channels.
Are they celebrities? I guess Susie
I was
Essman.
gonna say, really?
Yeah.
This was Celebrity Jeopardy?
It is funny.
The balls on you, Robin. The balls on you.
I can't even believe that she has the balls to say
The
stuff like that.
balls on you. You fucking.
You're nothing but a black shield. I mean, you're not a celebrity.
She's a shill shield. Shill shield. That's what she is. So they're going through this whole thing about Billy Joel and Jeopardy questions, and that he couldn't even guess the.
They're Billy Joel songs. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, seriously.
No, but since Robin's been on it several times. She, of course, knows how the game works. So
Yes, of course.
Let's talk about it.
But the rest were pretty hard. Only the
That was
good
the
die.
$100 question. That's supposed to be the hardest one.
No, that's the easy one. $100 is easy.
Right.
Oh, really?
100
Yeah.
to 500.
The $500 category?
The five,
Okay.
of course. Well, come on. The higher the money, the harder the question. You know that.
Yes,
You're a Jeopardy
yes,
expert.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
What's going on over there today?
I haven't watched in a long time.
She hasn't watched in a long time, so she doesn't know that the $100 is the cheap and the $500.
I think when Don Pardo was doing Jeopardy way back in the 60s, I think the 100 was probably the high.
She's been on it twice.
I know, and she's been on it twice in the modern era.
There's
And
no-
yes, 100 was always been the lowest dollar amount.
It's
Yeah,
it's-
those
so-
medications are really, really strong.
yeah,
She's on.
Here's just a little bon mot, a little amuse bouche, if you will. Here we go.
Underground for a little bit.
Wow.
It's not Bitcoin. She put out a coin. Bitcoin is something else. Bitcoin is a coin.
Wow.
Gary.
I don't. She put out some type of cryptocurrency and it didn't go well.
There you go.
There you go.
She was like this all day, though. Like this is who she was all day.
Honestly, it's symptomatic of like the onset of dementia, like no goof.
Oh, the dementia's gotten bad. I think.
No,
She's
I mean,
actually,
we goof on this stuff all the time, but it sounds like shit's sputtering in her head. at
Yeah,
this point.
it sounds like it does sound like dementia.
Like for her not to know that the questions get harder as the numbers get higher. I mean, come on, man.
And she's
That's
been
exact-
so combative.
I mean, if you played tetherball in first grade, you would know that. Come on,
But
man.
the thing is, she's been so combative, and that's usually a massive symptom. As
Combative,
they start
you
getting
can
worse,
yeah,
as they get worse, they get combative, and she is just violent almost at times.
Yeah,
It's-
she's an angry woman. That's what she is.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think it's medically driven at this point, not just her emptiness and loneliness.
Yes, Palo. She has shreds of thoughts she has to throw in people's faces to prove she's smart. Yeah, this is true.
But she's always been that way. But now
It's a lot
she's
worse.
No, she's so much worse. She was just absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. She's always been a know-it-all, but now it's like there's nothing coming out there that makes sense.
Insufferable.
Yeah.
This is probably the clip of the day, and about podcasting. Because here we
Yeah,
go.
because
Yeah. It's particularly annoying that my chosen profession now has become a thing that everyone has in their house with a microphone.
That's you.
It's I have to say, if I was coming up on the outside, now in this environment, I don't think I would have gone into radio because,
you aren't in radio.
everyone is doing it. So why bother?
But Howard, if you were coming up now, you would do it because this is what people do.
I don't know. I don't know what
You
I
wouldn't
do.
have the perspective you have from
No.
this past.
I wanted to be special. That's why I went into radio. It was a specialty field. You know what I mean?
And
Not
you
everyone
would-
was on the radio.
You would clean the clock.
But
You would be the most successful podcaster ever.
Crickets.
Wow. First of all, he's doing a podcast, and he's not even remotely anywhere near the top 500 of
In his
podcasts.
home with a microphone.
He is a podcaster.
And
Joe, all right. Hey, Robin, there's a guy named Joe Rogan. He is the most successful podcaster in the world. He has 200 times, 500 times your audience.
And here's the thing.
Easily, every day, more than you. You
For
are a
her-
failure at this point. You're done. Done.
there's zero reasons why he can't be, if he has the talent that he claims. There is no reason why he can't be the top podcaster.
No, he doesn't
right
have
now.
any talent,
Well,
though.
but yeah, exactly. Well,
He has
exactly.
none.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, to be fair, if it was 1992 and podcasts were a thing, Howard would in fact be at the top of his game and have
Would he have, though?
millions.
Wait, but would he have, though? Here's the thing.
back in 1992, perhaps not now.
But
you mean if he had the same if he had the
Jackie and Billy?
1992, yeah, Jackie, Billy,
Yes.
Fred, when he actually cared about the show,
Yes.
would he be a successful podcaster? I don't know.
Because that is jaded as we are today with the shtick that he pulled.
remember,
back then.
Remember,
Wait. Are you? I'm confused. What you're trying to communicate?
She's saying he would be back if he did podcasting back in '92. He would have been just as big with it, and I don't think so because here's the problem.
Yeah.
Back then, we didn't have the internet. There was no way to verify the truth of a lot of these things. If there was podcasting, that means there's internet, and you can actually verify the validity and where he stole the material from.
Yeah, that's his biggest enemy.
That's a problem.
I'm saying all things remaining equal, if we had the technology in 2025, in 1993 or 92, and podcasting was a thing, an up and coming thing, he would have cleaned up because that shtick that he did was
we'll never know.
Popular.
It was different.
Millions and millions of listeners. He had.
Yes. But then part of what made the show great was the listeners calling in, and they were an integral part of the show. He can't handle, because you're saying if we had that, if this was back then, no, people would still be ripping him an asshole online, and he wouldn't be able. He would stop taking phone calls. He would stop the interaction with the fans, which we all enjoyed.
He could only have been radio, because we all know that the thing that made, and it was true. I mean, as stupid as it sounds, it was theater of the mind. You know, that you couldn't curse, you couldn't say anything bad.
Yeah,
you had to think of what was happening in the studio in your mind. And that is true, because if it was in fact podcasting, he would have been able to be crazy and outrageous, but so would everybody else. So somebody just said it in the clips here that he was meant for radio, and that's true. So that time was only when he could have been popular. You're definitely right.
Because he is doing a podcast behind a double paywall, and he doesn't have enough listeners to fill a fucking stadium. And I'm talking a basketball arena.
Yet 70 employees.
That's because Sirius is the most incompetently run company in the universe.
Yeah.
Nobody comes close to how incompetent they are. Just look at their stock price, and that's all you need to see.
But you know what? If you're going to look at your side of the coin, Howard Stern, who's making hundreds of millions of dollars, has the resources to pay for really good writers, for really good everything. And so the show now should be the top of whatever the F is going on right now.
It should be great.
But he's just a stingy, lazy mother effer. And so there's that.
Yes. All right. Well, let me get to, because it kills me every time Dennis does this while we're, let me get to a conversation about
triggered.
Let me get to the conversation about.
Can you send that one to me so I can use it next week when he talks about the GD? Triggered.
Yeah, triggered. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Andy Cohen comes in. I guess he was going to do a pop by anyway, and he finally winds up getting
You're skipping JD.
The studio. Oh, we're going there. That's how this started.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Chris Wilding comes in, and you all may know that Howard bizarrely and naively enough thought that Andy Cohen would be interested in somebody such as Chris Wilding, which he's not. That's not his type, and I don't know who is Chris Wilding type. Let me pull it up.
Well, he's a twink, so. There's that.
Well, isn't Andy the same guy that had got his wang leaked onto the internet recently?
Yes.
Yeah, I had that picture. I just never put it up.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the guy that
you want to punch repeatedly until your hand breaks.
Yes. Okay.
That is that one. That guy.
So okay. JD.
But you know what he's trying to do?
What?
Andy will like this. I think Chris is trying to get on Raya so he can, fuck a few famous guys.
Yeah, can you help me out?
So here's the way Raya works. So Raya is a dating app for those of you who may or may not know what Raya is. Raya is a dating app for the rich and famous. And apparently you have to have 2 people that are on it vouch for you. Then you have to give them all of your credentials in terms of how popular you are online, what you do for a living, basically what your Q rating or star meter is or whatever. Okay, so that's the way it works.
I'll refer you.
I would
Put
love
me down
would
as
you
a
really?
referral. Yeah, of course.
I mean, I feel like
I don't think my referrals have much weight though, because I've referred people and they've said to me, "Hey, what happened?" So, but I would do it. Put my name down.
I don't want, but by the way, Andy, I don't want to put you on the spot because Raya is a website, is an app where only famous people can get on and date one another.
No,
And-
it's not only. I mean, it's people with. I mean, there's no reason why Chris Wilding wouldn't be
Bullshit.
on
You're
Raya.
bullshitting right
Thank
now.
you.
Yeah,
Wow.
they keep,
Profile person. He has a good job.
they keep rejecting him.
Well,
And you know who else is getting rejected?
Oh, you know who else is getting rejected from Mariah? You want to know who else? Want to know who else? Want to know who else?
Check it out. It's driving me crazy.
Now listen to Andy. Listen to Andy laugh though.
JD. He wants to get on Raya.
Did you get on
Yeah.
Raya?
He wants to- he wants to-
I mean,
Andy.
You understand?
Andy understands.
JD.
Oh my God.
You got to have some
Seems a
standards.
little-
I love Andy.
I mean, there's Hinge,
Yeah.
JD. There's Hinge.
Yeah. So you hang yourself.
Because, but JD feels like he's on the radio. He has a lot of fun.
The balls on fucking JD Harmeyer.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Not
Everybody
doing it.
stand back.
Not doing it. I'm not doing it. But the balls on this funk bush, smelly ass, dirty fucking shit ring around his toilet, gross caked yellow teethed fuck thinks that anyone on a dating app such as Raya
Slowly I turn, step by
Exactly.
step.
to be with
Niagara
him.
Falls.
The balls of him to think that he is so fucking important in the world of popular culture to be somebody that somebody on there wants to fucking date. You live in a fucking shack in the middle of New Jersey. Nobody's dating you. Nobody's coming there. Nobody's coming to your filth
So,
den.
When you say nobody, does that include like gay long haul truckers? It gets awfully lonely on the road.
Okay, let's go.
Followers on social media.
Okay.
And his argument is, why can't he fuck famous girls? And
Because he can't.
Because you're
Don't
because you're gross. You're gross and not famous.
Because you collect baseball cards and
You're poor, you're gross, and you're not famous.
you're a poor. You're a poor.
You're
You're poor.
like he
I
really
don't care how much fucking Howard pays you. You're a poor. Okay.
wants to get in. Like JD. I don't think Andy's going to recommend you to Raya, to be honest. I don't know.
Apparently not. Apparently, I'm not a part of the Riot crowd over
I
here.
mean,
Fuck him.
This is brutal.
Andy,
Is he really surprised?
Over a year.
Yes, he is.
It's a long-
Wow.
What was the question?
Okay.
What was the question?
If
Is he
JD's really surprised. Yes, he is.
He's been on this journey for over a year. You hear
on
me?
Tinder, JD?
Trust me, I've been on this journey for over a year. I got the message a
Oh
long
my
time
God.
ago.
Go on Grindr. You'll get laid immediately.
Grinder. No,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Andy, when you went on Raya, there was no question. You have your own television show. You have your own network on.
How is this even a question? It's Andy fucking Cohen. What makes you think that he's like such a little man compared to you?
Sirius XM. You're a producer. You're
Yes.
the head of Bravo. I
Yes.
mean, you've got a million titles.
Okay.
JD, what do you say to them to get on? And maybe Andy can help you out.
I
at
didn't
least with
even
your
get a chance to say anything. It's like, hey, fill out your Instagram thing, and you do that, and then you.
How are your photos, JD?
I had no photos on there, dude. They won't let me on.
Oh, that's a shame, JD. That's really a shame. Because not even does the local fucking bar pizza delivery waitress want to fucking date you. There's nobody on Raya that wants to date you. Okay, you stupid fuck.
I don't think. I actually think he couldn't score on Tinder. I honestly think he couldn't score on Tinder.
You know what? There's somebody for everybody on Tinder.
No, even there, because
no, there are dudes that are into like like poo poo and stuff like that. I'm sure that he would fall somewhere in those.
Well, no, Tinder's like getting the heterosexual one, not Grinder. Grinder, he'd find someone.
I don't know, but Raya,
put him in a gimp mask,
Not for you, JD. Not for you.
Garloff. Sidekick.
How do you qualify for Raya? To join, you have to be nominated by 2 users. Your social media profile is then assessed by a team of 500 trusted members. Other members of Raya will look at you and vote. So immediately you look at JD and you go, no, not for us. In terms of followers, profession, lifestyle, and whether you look the part. The anonymous global committee regularly review applications. So yeah, that's the way it goes.
So I have a feeling
Raya.
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 Yeah.
See, at first I thought you said riot.
No, Raya. Oh. Okay, so yeah, fuck you, JD. You don't deserve it, asshole. All right. And then a little trolling by Andy Cohen because he can. So he's talking about, yeah, of course we reached out to Beth. Why wouldn't we? Because why not? Yes, absolutely, Mr. Dangles. Absolutely.
So, the funny thing is that they caught Andy Cohen going to his studio at the Sirius building because he's going to work. And here he is getting dragged in and talking over Zoom to the Pelican. I think that really irritated the shit out of him. I mean, I actually really.
I'm hoping that there was video, and there isn't any, unfortunately.
No, he has that way of being very passive aggressive in a very fun way, and this clip, it comes out. It really does come out.
There's 2 really good ones. Here we go.
They continue.
No. And they asked her.
Why do you say as they should? I mean, how many times do you guys need to be turned down?
Because she's beautiful. She is a public figure in New York City.
Let me ask you this. Did you guys send a letter to Amal Clooney? George Clooney's wife?
Yeah, I know who Amal Clooney is.
Okay, I'm just helping you out.
No, we didn't. Know. She doesn't live in New York. But I mean, with all due, Beth's hosting the Puppy Bowl. What's the
because she loves animals. Okay, she doesn't want to be on the Puppy Bowl. She doesn't.
She can bring her animal advocacy to the housewives. That can be her cause.
I have a really good friend who also uses that wording, and I fucking love it. And I always forget it. With all due,
advocacy.
With all due. I love that. That's such a New York thing to say. You know what?
No respect.
No respect. With all due.
With all due. Oh, that's right. Well,
with all due. With all due. Okay, then comes this one, which is even better, which I love. Here we go.
All of these women, their marriages break up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? Maybe Beth's looking to pull the ripcord, get some financial security for herself. We don't know about the prenup Beth signed. I have to assume it's rock solid, although it's been many years since you've been with Beth, so she may be getting something now.
Well.
Did you sign a hefty prenup, Howard?
Never will he answer these questions, by the way.
Even Beth said to me, Andy.
Yeah.
They want me because of you. I mean, she's not foolish about it. And she goes, she goes, what do they think? You're going to be part of the show?
I would not. My expectation, by the way, again, I did not know they reached out to you. If we heard that Beth Stern was actually interested in the show, my first comment to the group would be, Howard is never going to appear, right?
And he basically says to him, Howard, you sit in your house all day. You do absolutely nothing. We'll come to you. It'll be easy. We'll just come to you.
I love it. We'll just come to you.
Yeah. So then Andy asks this question, which I also love.
Union or the commercials in Beverly Hills.
I'll take the commercials in Beverly Hills. Good choice. When are we bringing the news back to the Howard Stern show?
right now. Here's the news.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
No, we don't do news, and I don't watch the news.
Right.
We're not
That's it.
into news.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what's going on. I'm telling you, I do not watch
Fair
it. I
point.
don't.
Yeah. Where's the news, Robin? How come you don't do that anymore? We all miss the news. We all miss the news.
You know, if the prenup was just like a typical prenup, I bet Howard would eventually talk about it. But the fact is, that he avoids that shit like Beth avoids black people, bro.
But he'd be the first one to ask that question of somebody else. The very
Oh,
first.
absolutely, 100%.
Oh,
He's done
100%.
it.
Oh, we know the double standard.
He's
But
done
it's just
it
so
already.
funny. Like he's terrified of starting that conversation. You know,
Yes, of course he is.
King
So
of them,
that's how it went.
Rock.
I have the end of show clip. Anything else? Did I miss anything else, Dennis?
Uh,
I don't think so.
oh, wait. There was one other thing that was so bizarre. It was this website that had these podcasts on it. It's where they got all their cranky calls.
Oh, it's where Chris Walding actually used to do cranky calls.
Yeah, and they still kept on fishing in this well of cranky calls. And it went out, it actually stopped it being in existence January 30th of this year.
Yeah.
Over a month ago, and they decided to finally talk about it now.
Yeah, because Chris Walding was part of it, I think was what the story was. And
Yeah,
he-
but it doesn't
he
matter.
tried
They
to
had
say-
all of
Yeah.
February to talk about it.
He tries to say that he was making a really good living.
Acting in Montreal. Acting.
Wait, what?
Chris Wilding was making a great living acting in Montreal.
Right on.
Yeah, right. And I'm a Chippendales dancer.
Well, let's see. Let's take a look and see. Let's see what Chris Walding's been on, shall we? Let's go take a look.
Let's see this scary IMDb.
Chris Walding was born in 1978 in British Columbia, Canada. He is an actor known for Scary Movie, The Outer Limits, and The Commish. So
Did he play a dead guy on The Commish?
Let's go see. So last time he was in anything was 2003.
Oh, that's a few years ago.
2002.
Like 20-something years ago. You can buy beer in that amount of time.
that movie could buy a beer.
Yes. Fit Man in Da Vinci Inquest in 2000.
Okay.
Scary Movie. He played something called Shorty's roommate. You know, I need to know what that is, and I promise.
What is a Shorty's roommate?
Shorty, I guess, is somebody who was an actual person in the movie. Let's see where he sits in the cast.
Do they even have a picture?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where is he? I don't see him. Wait, go to yeah, keep going.
Yes.
Keep going.
Yes. Marlon Wayans. Yes.
Keep going.
Yes. Sean Wayans. Yes. Somebody called Shorty here anywhere?
I found it. There it is. No pic though.
Oh, there.
Literally, you're such a scary actor. You have no pic though.
Shorty's roommate. Here, Shorty. Yo, killer. Hello, Shorty. What are you doing? Shorty, nothing. Killer. Shorty. Dookie. Yo. Oh, Shorty's roommate. What's up?
Wow.
There you go. That's his claim to fame right there. So yeah.
Wow, that is scary talent. I mean, he was making tens of dollars doing this type of shit.
I'm sure he gets like a couple of quarters. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's some scary talent, Chris.
Good for you. Well, I guess he did some things. I mean, I guess he did some shit.
Shit. Yes. Shit. This is almost as bad as Beefus's IMDb.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, this is literally that bad.
Yeah. Did we lose Xavier?
It was so bad that Xavier he passed out.
He dipped on us? Bastard.
I mean, Shorty's roommate. I mean, that's a memorable.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play it for us tomorrow. Oh, Monday.
There won't be anything Monday anyway because it's gonna be Victory Lap Day. They're gonna have their arms out the window, doing donuts in the parking lot because they have garbage.
End of show. Here we go.
I guess we ran out of time to play. Guess what Richard ate to make him shit this way?
Oh, I'm so glad.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I was not looking forward to that.
yeah. I love Andy, but I love when Andy drops by. He's one of my favorite people. He really is. Although he's yelling in the hall about me ragging on him, I don't feel I ragged on him. No, I mean I was
Today?
Yeah, I don't know. Monday. Oh, a little note about Howard 101, our other channel.
Why?
Monday through Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern and Pacific. It's the Howard Stern wrap-up show live with John and Gary, John Hine and Gary Delabisi. Wednesday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. It's Sternthology live, hosted by our friend Rasan. So there you go. And finally, I do want to mention Hyundai.
Oh, shut up.
And so this Hyundai commercial was for.
Oh, this is funny.
Oh, this is a funny because I just want to beat up on Chris Wilding just a little bit more. Let's see here.
Chris Wilding was once on Canadian Match Game. Did you know that?
Really?
When he was younger. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
I got the tape of it.
And our second contestant grew up watching great game shows with his grandma, and she's here in the audience tonight. Let's give it up for Chris Wilding.
Wow.
All right, we're all here. We're all friends. Let's play some match game. You used to watch game shows with your grandma all the time.
Yeah, Darren, I grew up with my grandma in the house, and she always had the game show channel on. So I've seen the same old woman win the same old couch about 1,000 times. It's
That's great. So now you can bet money on it because she's old and forgetting.
Yeah,
You
she
were like,
thinks she's
"Oh."
actually watching the show from home right now. She's in the audience. So. She's 90. God bless her.
Wow. Chris, you were killing as a contestant. I mean,
Killing?
Killing.
Wow.
Killing.
You know, you realize today was basically Chris Wilding as the co-host.
Yes.
There was nobody else really having any input except Jan Hine on Roy Rogers. And actually, let me double back to the Roy Rogers.
Oh,
Made me
okay.
think of-
Okay.
So this had this fake caller from the 38th floor call in about Roy Rogers, saying that she used to work at Roy Rogers. Now, she said she was 51 years old. Okay. And she said when she worked at Roy Rogers, she wore a skirt and she had to wear a cowboy hat. Okay. So that means she's younger than me. When I went to Roy Rogers as a child, people were not wearing cowboy hats anymore at Roy Rogers because it was the 80s and they had stopped.
Well,
It was the 1960s that they wore hats.
Okay, well, I think. Okay, I'm gonna.
Think.
I think.
You think?
I think that the franchise itself had different things that they
But
did.
She grew up kind of near where she said she grew up was kind of near, and it really couldn't have been that different.
I don't really recall Roy Rogers, to be honest with you. It wasn't. Really,
I do. I went there a lot. Actually, I love
Everybody
Roy
said
Rogers.
they loved Roy Rogers. It was like
I
really
did.
good.
I loved. They had the best roast beef sandwich. I mean, it was
Really?
really delicious. But they wore like button-down shirts.
Was
and
it
like
Arby's the roast beef place, or was it?
no? Roy Rogers did roast beef, fried chicken, and hamburgers. It's the
Okay,
only place
yum.
that did that.
Yum.
And they had, and it was really good. I mean, it was a really good place. But and I went there a lot as a kid because there was a couple on Staten Island, and it was like something different, and it wasn't terribly expensive.
Okay.
So but the thing is, this girl was describing something from the 60s, not the because it would be the 1980s. And by the 1980s, they'd completely changed their outfits. They weren't wearing cowboy outfits at Roy Rogers in the 1980s. It was such a farcical call about working because he went on and on about eating at Roy Rogers when he was in Washington. Yeah, they're starting to make a comeback. If you're in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland area, look at that. You can go to Roy Rogers.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Look at that. When you go back up north,
yes,
you can go to Roy Rogers and get yourself a a delicious roast beef, or maybe some good
and diarrhea.
No, that's Jack in the Box. No, not Jack Box. That's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's Roy Rogers right there. See?
All right. Well, if I'm a member in the neighborhood, I'll be sure to check.
You join the E Club.
That's okay. There's no part of me that's going to join if I can. Roy Rogers E Club. E Club.
E-Club.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we got for you today, my friends, my lovely, lovely peoples. Yeah, that's what we got. So, Dennis, what's going on with you? I saw something pop up on my For You page on YouTube.
Yes. I put out a video yesterday on what the hell was it on? I guess it was on it was on my
5 reasons that cars are so expensive.
Yeah, that's right. There's 5 really silly reasons why classic cars are so freaking expensive, and I try to dive into some really different ways of looking at it because and I'll just give away the first one because the first one, it's, you can finance a classic car. And not only can you finance it for 180 months. Just let that set in for a second.
What insane person would finance any car for 180 months?
People that want that car so bad that they do it, like the $200,000 Shelby.
Incredible ripoff to do that? What's the interest rates on used cars? It's got to be
it's 9%.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, this is part of the problem. So as a bank, this is a slam dunk because, all right, the person's gonna really try to make the payments on it because it's something they love, but then if they don't, you're gonna sell it easily for around what that person bought it from, so you're not losing any money. Or if it gets wrecked, they have classic car insurance. They never argue the price of the car. They will pay that out instantaneously, no questions asked.
Amazing. Meanwhile, I would negotiate the shit out of any car that I ever bought.
Oh, it is. But when you go to auctions or you go to any of these places that do consignment, this is how they get the average Joe to buy that $175,000 car.
Right.
That they can go and they can do 144 months, which is 12 fucking years, or 180 months, which is like 16 years.
That is insanity.
Financing on a car. And it's just, but literally this has done so much to drive the price of these cars up that it's just like student loans. It's just like anything else. When you start and mortgages, when you start having free money and oh my God, wait, hold on.
Hey, Dennis, have a contest where your listeners send in videos of their car collection or car, and whoever has the best car or collection wins $500. Unlimited content, 1-year contest. I like it.
Where do I get the $500?
Okay, it's over a year. I think you can.
Dude, what do I send about? I sent about $80 check a month. What am I doing here, Lord?
All right, that's insanity. That's insanity.
I can send him a T-shirt like the nice one I'm wearing right now.
Let me see that one. Let's see. Titties, titties, titties and belly, titties and belly, titties and belly. I hate those words. I hate when Howard says that. Titties and belly.
It's gross when he says it. But yeah, this is a Dodge dealership, famous Dodge dealership in the late '60s, and there's a couple of really cool cars in there. It's a neat little thing where it kind of encapsulates that feeling of the fun times. The fun times.
Good times. Good times. All right, my friends. That's a lot of bananas and almonds. All right,
it is a lot of bananas.
I was just talking to Xavier before we came on board here, thinking about maybe doing a little Patreon this weekend. By the way, nobody has been charged a dime for their Patreon yet. So, I get that we don't do a lot of these. Dennis, stop drinking wine for 2 days every week. You'll easily save $100.
No, no.
No.
No, I am not stopping drinking wine.
No.
That's health. They told it's healthy.
No.
No. No.
No. All right, friends. We will see you soon. Have a
Patreon.
Rest of your week. Yeah, I think we should do something this weekend.
I think we should. I'm around.
Yeah, I am too. All right. So look for us. No, we will not see you anon, which would be tomorrow. We are going to see you later on.
Not
right?
Damani. No, that'd be tomorrow also.
Thank you, Dennis.
A presto, which would be soon.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Xavier. Thanks for a sort of good week of radio podcasting.
It was a terrible
YouTube.
week of podcast.
You know what the funny thing about podcasting now is, like the podcast that I listen to, all of them, and again, we were ahead of trend. All of them are doing YouTube channels now. Every single one of them.
The ones I do, it's mainly on YouTube channels.
Yes, but I'm saying that people that were normally just YouTube, just podcast friendly, now all have YouTube channels because it's another stream of revenue for most people.
That and you get you have the ability to have a enormous audience.
Yeah, that doubles your audience immediately.
Yeah,
whatevs. All right, friends, have a good one, and we will see you some other time. So thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at radiogunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.